Hi, good morning. I'm Chuck, one of the volunteer up here at the Pensacola Lighthouse and Maritime Museum here in Pensacola, Florida. And we have a lighthouse here. It's the tallest one on the Gulf Coast. It was built in 1859. So it's all original equipment in our lens up there. Today I'd like to just give you a little bit of a tour here, what the lens looks like up there. It rotates, of course, as you'll see in there. It does a full rotation every 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Now you divide that by 8 panels up there in the glass lens, and that's every 20 seconds it passes by the light in the center, the little LED light. It works like a magnifying glass, really. It makes a flash on a solid white light at night. And what that does, that gives you our call sign or signature for Pensacola, Florida. Solid white light, flashing light every 20 seconds. Every lighthouse has its own signature there. So the mariners out at sea, when they're navigating, they'll have that information on their charts and maps, and they'll know it's Pensacola, so they can actually determine their position, where they're at out in the Gulf, by which lighthouse they're looking at. The other reason we have to have it running during the daytime is because that lens is one gigantic magnifying glass, 6 foot diameter by 10 foot tall. And we have a wooden deck here that I'm at right now. So take a large magnifying glass, a large block of wood, and what do you got? You could have a fire. It stays in one spot long enough. So if it rotates, the prism glass that does the magnifying doesn't stay that long. Now this lens, as you notice, there's prism glass in the top and the bottom. And what it does, that magnifies by refracting the light, bending it straight out, so to speak, at 90 degrees in the top and the bottom. I'm not a great expert on physics there, but what that does is produces 300,000 candle power because of its height, 10 foot, and diameter, 6 foot. And all that candle power generates in plane reflection there from the center circular area and the prism from the top and the bottom. You can see that 27 miles away on a clear night. So it's 1800 technology, but it still works good today, and this still is an active lighthouse, aid to navigation. Coast Guard does the maintenance. Most of the daytime operations up here are maintained by volunteers. We have a nice little gift shop downstairs, so we're on the base there. Come out and check us out sometime. Glad to see you here. Okay, now you notice that lens rotates, so I'll show you one more thing here. How's it rotate? Well, you just have a set of gears, which kind of works as a reduction gear system here. Try to get your sun over, you can see it a little bit better. Of course, that makes the whole device here turn at the bottom there, and incidentally, this is all original equipment here as well. One more point of interest here. Down here on a platform in front of the lighthouse keeper's quarters, you have what's called a range marker. It's a green LED light which comes on at night, and in front there's a day marking thing there with a red and white striped board. Now let's look out in the Gulf here a ways. And you look just right off right out there off the beach a little ways, and you got another one right there, same thing, range marker. So now what happens, you see out in the channel there where the ships come in, that range marker, one lined up on top of the other, the LED light at night, or the day shapes, red and white boards at night, that guides the ships in smack dab in the center of the channel, which is where they're supposed to be, because there are some very shallow areas out there coming in from the Gulf there in the passageway, and it's a good opportunity to run a ship aground if you're not careful.